Well, I'm about a little under 5 months until my retirement date, which is August 1st. And the time so far since I've decided I'm going to retire has really become a roller coaster. And the reason I say that is because now that I have this expectation of this great transformation from being a normal working life into an actual more freedom retired life, that I'm, at least that's my expectation, I can't hardly wait. And I find every Sunday evening thinking, oh gosh, I got to get up again to go to work on Monday. And when that alarm goes off on a Monday morning, I think, now I got to grind out another 4-day week of 10-hour days. This has really got me, going up and down, because I'm so looking forward to that, crossing that goal line, but at the same time, it seems so far away. And, almost 5 months, and it's just can't come sooner. But like I said, I'm sticking to that plan because my plan was to get my house paid for, be completely debt free, and then, sell off my equipment and start renting my building and all that. So now I could pay off my house now with savings, but that would kind of defeat the purpose. It'd kind of like be a setback. But I'm just going to make myself grind out another 4.5, 5 months. Now we're planning on going in April to file for our Social Security, which we're putting August as our target date, and then should get a checks by September or so. But come August 1st, I am going to have this big day. I mean, August 1st is going to be gone. August 1st is probably going to be one of the biggest days of my life, because what I'm going to do on that day is, if my house isn't paid for, I'm going to go ahead and pay it off that day. And which it may only own, a couple of payments or so. So I will be paying it off, but it'll also be my retirement date. And kind of like the old Dave Ramsey thing, I'm going to get barefooted. It'll be August. I'm going to go out in my backyard on my green grass, and I'm going to walk on that grass and realize I own this, which, I've never owned a home fully till now. And plus I'll get the satisfaction of knowing that I just retired too. It's funny how a lot of the people that you know before retirement, always make it sound like, oh, I got to keep doing something, so I might as well work or this or that. And I think, man, that's just crazy talk to me. Because between being a golfer and a fisherman and just loving to camp and do all these outdoor activities, I always thought, I'm going to have plenty of things to do in retirement. I'm not going to sit there on the couch and wonder, what am I going to do today? Because it's going to be a matter of which thing am I going to do today. I've got my outdoors channel and this channel to keep me busy, and it's going to be kind of like a job, but only one I finally like. I'm going to be honest. I loved my job when I first started out. There was some times I was excited about the work I was doing, but when you've done this stuff for, going on 48 years, it's just not fun anymore. I don't look forward to it anymore. There's no job that a decorator could bring me that I'm going to get excited about. And most of the time, it's just another deadline that that I got to meet, and I'm just tired of deadlines. I don't want any more deadlines. But I'll have to admit, when I sit there and start thinking about that goalpost, crossing that goal line, man, that spikes. I get real excited. So I'm hopeful. I'm real hopeful because I know it's coming. It's far less than a year away, and that's what I keep striving for. What I keep looking forward to. And I honestly do get excited when I think about it. I think, wow, what am I going to do with that first day? Other than I've got all that planned to take my shoes off and go in the backyard, and I don't know, I may go do a video somewhere where I'm just jumping and screaming and rolling around on the ground. I don't know, because I feel like doing that. But yeah, my entire life, I can't remember a time other than like in the summers when I was in junior high that I had, even 2 weeks away from any work or anything like that. I mean, from the time I got my driver's license, I went to work for my uncle, and I don't even remember having a vacation. We did, I think, have a 1-year vacation, and that's kind of how I started the tradition of only having a 1-week vacation every year. And so I've never had 2 weeks, from the time I, started working officially probably at 18 out of school. So I don't know what I'd do with myself with 2 weeks off. I don't know, but I do want to know what that's like. So, and that's coming quick. That's another thing, is knowing I'm going to have not only 2 weeks, but probably months. Wow. Pretty happy right now just because it's Friday morning, the start of my weekend. And it just, I love Fridays because it seems like I've got a long time between now and Monday morning. But boy, does it ever come quick. But got to keep reminding myself that 5 months away and there won't be no more Monday mornings. No more Monday mornings. Whew! I'm getting excited, I'm telling you.